Do you like her? How much do you like her? Because I love her. I have not figured out a name for her. She gives me a different vibe. I feel like the old me again. Quarantine has had me looking like a dust mop. It ain't that deep. I really like her. Comment below of what should her name be? It's a vibe.
Yeah.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Christina. Thank you for clicking on this video because you're actually taking the time to see what I'm talking about. So in today's video, I'm actually going to talk about the unspoken, unwritten rules in modeling. Every model should know these basic rules that can really make or break a gig that you may get or a business relationship. Don't waste any time. Let's get right into it. Okay, first one. When you are on set at a photo shoot, do not ask and refrain from asking to look at the photos as you're in the photo shoot. Yeah, you're gonna get judged because you are the photographer is in the zone taking pictures. He's doing his job. He's in the zone. Just imagine how consistently disruptive that is for you to say, "Oh, can I look at my pictures? See how I'm doing? Oh, can I look at my pictures?" That's why there are a lot of top models out there, because they actually know their angles. They took the time to practice offset. So when it came time to actually work and actually be on set, they can do it. They know what pose that they're hitting is the right angle. They really don't have to see those pictures. That's number one. And number two, you are very disruptive to the photographer. Do not show personality on the catwalk unless told to. Now, some designers will have a fashion show, like for example, Victoria's Secret. They have many fashion shows. They want their angels to show personality, be fun, be flirty. That's what they were told to do. Other than that, it is expected of the model to just walk down the runway with all they got, all the fierceness that they have in them, and walk back with all the fierceness that they have in their model, the clothing. This fashion show is not about you, baby. You're here on a job. You are a hanger. You're wearing the clothes. You are on a job. Do not make this about you. So do not show personality on the catwalk. Do your best to not ruin the clothing. A lot of the times on set, it can get really hot, so do your best to try not to sweat. Whatever you can do, try not to sweat and make the clothes smell a certain type of way because of body odor. It happens, but you got to think these are like their sample items. These are like their merchandise pieces to help make more money. And if you sit there and ruin it, potentially they will have to go back and spend more money to make new clothing or clean the clothing extensively. You've cost them a lot, and yeah, they probably won't want to work with you again at that point. Don't eat in the clothing. So when they have snack breaks and stuff, that's why they have the robes for you to be able to wear offset. Just take the clothing off and put on some sweats to eat your snacks. You do not want to ruin the designer's masterpieces. Refrain from gum chewing. Now, this is a simple tip that most people know when they're going in for a generic job interview. So let's just take modeling out the picture for like a quick second. When you're going for a job interview, they tell you to not have gum in your mouth. Why? Because it stops, it draws attention to the chewing. It interrupts your sentences. You're not able to speak clearly, and it makes you sound a little lackadaisical in your speech because you're chewing on gum. Matter of fact, I'm about to go get some gum and show y'all what I mean. Hold on. Hi, my name is Christina. I'm looking forward to really working with your company because I love modeling. It's my passion. I've been doing it since I was however old, and I am looking really forward to doing this, that, and the other, X, Y, and Z. So please pick me. That was really hard to even act that out. I could barely even talk. I had a lot going on to really enunciate and really present myself and represent myself. And personally, my nerves are bad. Something like this is going to throw me off focus. I'm chewing too much gum and I'm sitting here trying to sell who I am, because that's what an interview is. You're selling yourself. Like, you have to present yourself as the best person you are and show them why they should pick you. Let me put this gum away. Hold on. Sorry. In opposed to it being like, "Hi, my name is Christina, and I thank you so much for taking my call. I'm so happy to be here. I love modeling. I've been wanting to do it for forever. People been telling me that I would be a great potential model, so I thought I should take up that opportunity." You see how clear I'm able to speak? and able to present myself. It's very clean and clear and cut. So don't chew gum in interviews, go-sees, or gigs at all. Cool. Leave the diva. Hold on, let me start over. I want y'all to really get this. Leave the diva at home. And what I mean by that is, don't come in there talking about, I want a latte. I want 6 pieces of fruit, not 7. What are you doing? I like my nuts roasted, not salted. Is that honey in my tea? I asked for 4 cubes of sugar. Or it could just be, honestly, not even being funny, it could be something as simple as we're in a photo shoot and it's hot. You really could be like hot, like really uncomfortable, but consistently complaining it's hot throughout the photo shoot. You look really prissy. We're trying to get the job done. That's one thing about models. People think modeling is easy. You have to do a lot of extremes just to get by. Don't sit here and be running your mouth complaining about everything, because people are not going to want to work with you because you disrupt the peace on the set. Modeling, you're dealing with this company, you're just making it harder on them. They're not going to work with you. They want something as simple as possible. They want a smooth job. They don't want any issues. You being a diva just disrupts that. So don't do it, okay? Leave it at home. If you're a diva, do not take criticism harshly. Take the criticism, try to be a better model, and keep it pushing. Because 2 things. If you start to take criticism harshly in this industry, you're going to tear your self-esteem down so bad. You're going to become to think that you are such an inadequate of a person. You're going to begin to think that you are just the lowest of the lowest. You're not pretty. You're not good enough. Oh, my boobs are too big. My skin is too dark. You're going to start to begin to like criticize yourself for no reason, because you believe that you can be a model. So you can be a model, honey. You honestly really believe you can be a model. You can be a model. Now, that's one aspect of why I believe you should not take criticism harshly, because it can mess up your self-esteem. Secondly, the reason why I don't think you should take it harshly is because sometimes companies want you to take that criticism and come back with a better product than you did the last time. Prime example. One time I went to an audition for a fashion week in Atlanta one time. Did my walk and everything. But once I got done, she said, loosen up a little bit. Or what did she say? Did she say loosen up? Oh, no, that's not what she said. She said, that's exactly what she said. I walked down, and my shoes that I were wearing were very cheap shoes, but I really didn't have any other heels at the moment that was presentable for this audition. So these shoes were didn't have any grip. So when I walked under the runway and I tried to do a pose, I ended up basically turning, and I had to play it off. I played it off really well. They honestly thought I just turned to the back to show the back of the clothing that I was wearing. That's what it looked like, and I kind of walked away. That's not good if you're trying to audition. That's not a good walk. You should kind of try to want to stand forward, present yourself. So she said something about that, gave me another opportunity, and my shoes ended up doing a similar thing again. I ended up doing an extra turn instead of staying straight. So at the end of it, she said, great, you did good. But she wanted me to take that critique and actually change. She probably wanted to book me, but I wouldn't do what I needed to do. So a lot of the times, companies give criticism to better you as a model, not bring you down, not try to hurt you. Sometimes they really want you to add this extra piece to you so they can fit you into the show or fit you into whatever gig they want you to be in. Lastly, upfront fees. I want to talk about upfront fees. Everybody wants to know about these upfront fees. Hey, newsflash, there's no such thing as an upfront fee. If it's a real modeling agency, if it's a real company, if somebody really wants you and thinks you are a very good asset to their company, there's no such thing as an upfront fee, baby. Now, I will say this. Some companies do have upfront fees if let me say this. If they're giving an upfront fee, like, odds are you getting a gig are very slim. Very slim, and they still need to make money off of you. Whatever the reason why you won't be getting a gig could be a multitude of things. They could have minimal gigs running through the agency. They could already have hot talent that takes all the gigs. They could have, they could possibly think you are a potential asset to the company, but not a full shoe-in, and they still need to make money. A lot of the times the company is just being, I'm not gonna say greedy. I'm not gonna say that. That's not the word I want to use. But the company is trying to make money off you. So take that information with what you will. I just don't do upfront fees. I'm not doing it. Would never pay to model somebody else's stuff ever again. I would never do that again. I may pay for photo shoots in the future. Definitely might pay for photo shoots in the future. That's it. But that's for me. That's a simple transaction. People do that all the time. Pay a photographer. Let's do a photo shoot. Great. And by the way, photographers, hit my DM. I need some really good photographers. And right now, I'm actually in Detroit. DM me. My Instagram is Christina Montego. And my Twitter is Christine Montego. Go ahead and hit me. That's it. That's all, folks. That's all I really want to talk to you about. Give you some fair warning signs of what some things you should not do as a model while at work. Some of these things I have done myself and made mistakes. And I do not want you guys to do the same. So I'm putting this video out there. I hope you look at it. I hope you see it. I hope you share it to your fellow model friends. I hope you share it to anybody that's getting a modeling gig. They don't have to necessarily be models, but if they're doing any type of model work, they should see this video first. So share, click, comment, like, subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Bye.